Hey Aries, I'm here to do your love reading for the month of October 2019. So for your overall energy, and by the way, you are showing up in your own energy as the Princess of Wands. This is you, Aries, okay? So for the overall energy of the month of October, and I love this deck. First of all, this deck is my favorite so far. Just the images, the colors, it goes by chakras. So highly recommend this deck if you are a tarot deck collector or you just love tarot. So, okay, Aries, for your overall energy, you have the Knight of Wands. This is a very defensive feeling. This is a very being on the defense, not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting people to get close to you. This has to do with a commitment. So Aries, you may be feeling like you're quite scared of commitment at this time, especially if you've recently been through a commitment that has been on the rocks or that left you feeling sad, because you do have sadness on top of the Princess of Wands. So you're in kind of a melancholy state at present or in the month of October. I do feel like this energy is absolutely changing, especially towards the end of October, because you literally have transformation, you have death ending your timeline. What I'm mainly seeing about your energy right off the bat, Aries, is there was a relationship here. There was a commitment or a very strong, real connection with someone, because you have the Four of Wands here, but it's right next to death, and then you have death on top of this as well. So right off the bat, this is saying that you either had to leave a relationship or leave a connection with someone. And I feel like that was based on the fact that someone could not trust the other in this connection. There was definitely some secrecy, some lies, some deception around this person, because not only do you have the moon reversed, but you also have the Seven of Swords here. So this is a very sneaky energy, but someone found out that this was going on. And by the way, you have Thief on top of the moon reversed, Anger on top of the Seven of Swords, and then you have Enemy on top of your Three of Wands. I'll break this down for you, but to just summarize that entire energy, Aries, this is obviously someone where you found out you could not trust them. And just remember, this can be a vice versa situation. So if you know that you were not the one acting kind of shady, then this is how this other person was acting, and that's why it made you feel sad. For the vice versa situation, you may have been acting in a way that was less than truthful, and they found out about this, and that's why you're sad. But ultimately, what I'm seeing here is there was an ending. There was absolutely an ending. You're transforming this entire situation in the form of some kind of new beginning, though, towards the end of October. I am seeing here there's a chance for reconciliation, but that's going to be if you actually want that. So that's where free will comes into play, because even though there's an opportunity to actually fix the situation here for some of you, it's going to be more of a matter of, do you want to fix this or do you want to move on to something else? For those of you that are seeking to fix this kind of connection, you more than likely were married to this person, because I am getting a strong marital feeling, okay? So in your overall energy, you have Judgment reversed. You called out someone here, or someone was called out, because with Judgment being reversed, it's like, I don't want to resurrect this again. I don't want to work on this. This had to do with jealousy. This had to do with maybe even someone else in the relationship, like a third party scenario going on here. It doesn't always have to mean cheating, but it can mean that there was manipulation involved. Maybe someone was kind of, playing up on the other person's feelings, making them jealous, being emotionally manipulative in that way. And with Judgment being reversed, it's like, I don't want to give this a second go. And I feel like there's a lot of pain that was involved in this. There was a lot of uncertainty with this connection, because at the bottom of your deck, you have the Two of Coins reversed. This is coming out of a sense of being confused, of finally making a decision, finally making a choice, whereas before you were going back and forth, you were teeter-tottering. Do I want to give this a second chance? Do I want to choose this person? The High Priestess. You're going to be paying attention to your intuition very, very much this month. And that's another secrecy card, by the way. This is someone from your past. I feel as a result of their behavior, you really had to keep your heart close to your chest. You really had to pull back and not be vulnerable, or that's how you're feeling now after having gone through this connection from your past. That would make sense with your Nine of Wands energy as well. You may not be willing to give other people a chance, with Judgment being reversed because of what this person did to you. Yup, the Hierophant. You may have been dealing with a Taurus or an Earth-like individual, or again, a marriage or a commitment. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, things are turning around. Wow. Yeah. And this is after a period of not kind of reaching out to them, or no longer giving to the situation in a way that's really draining you. Now, for those of you that are seeking a new love opportunity, I'm seeing that that's actually looking fantastic, especially based on your romance spread. But again, for those of you that actually want a reconciliation, that's going to be an opportunity that's being afforded as well with the Wheel of Fortune here. This is something that's turning around. Energetically, Aries, this is happening in your love life on an entire, overhaul. This is the energy that you're going to be leaving the month with. So transforming the energy from the past, from this kind of deceptive individual that left you feeling sad, and then having an opportunity with someone where it can actually lead to happiness or a fortunate connection with this person. And you have a lot of desire for that person that you're going to be giving the opportunity for. In terms of specific zodiac signs, I'm seeing Scorpio as well, and I'm seeing Pisces. And let me see, I'm seeing possible water signs, Libra, Taurus, Leo. Some of you may be dealing with a fellow fire sign as well. That's Leo, Sag, Aries. Okay, so for your timeline, Aries, you have the Three of Wands, but you have enemy on top of this. So I do feel like you had to switch things up. You had to kind of branch out on your own. You may have had to leave that person, as we spoke about, because you could not trust them. They're showing up as an enemy to you. And with the moon being reversed right next to this and Thief, this is a very clear message. You found out about something, whether it's you found out about their true colors, their true nature, or they were simply lying to you. You found out about this. This came out. And I feel like it was kind of almost a tower moment in a sense. But you have the Hanged Man here reversed. I feel like you were waiting a long time for this person to change, or you were waiting for the situation to change for a long time, and you were stuck in limbo during this phase. Now, for those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, again, this is October's energy. This may not have happened yet. So tarot is used also to kind of avoid certain things. If you are dealing, for example, with someone that's already giving you those small red flags and you're thinking about going into a relationship with them, but your gut is telling you that they're untrustworthy, that there's someone that is going to be more of a negative impact in your life, then this is what Spirit is kind of laying out for you. But if you already know who I'm talking about, this will be of no surprise to you. But you were in limbo with this situation. It's like this entire connection, or this entire kind of drama with this person was not changing. It was the same energy for a while. I feel like you stuck it out, though. You stuck it out trying to make it, trying to improve the situation with the Death card here, trying to transform it. But at the same time, you're protecting your heart. You have Officer on top of this. You may have been dealing with someone that was very arrogant, or someone that just always had to have it their way. And they dug in their heels to the point where you could not even change anything about this. Okay, so then you go to the Four of Wands, and then you have Death on top of this. This is an ending of a relationship. And because of that ending of a relationship, Aries, I feel like you're going to be feeling a lot more stable towards the end of October, because again, that transformative energy is coming through. You were plateauing here. It's like everything was stale and stagnant. and you're pulling yourself out of this. And then you're going to reestablish your own sense of foundation and stability, and you're transforming this entire energy of dealing with someone that was a thief, an enemy, untrustworthy. And they are showing up that way because you have the Seven of Swords in your energy. I'm going to take this as not being you, Aries. If it's a vice versa situation, you can flip it around. But this is obviously someone that I feel you were dealing with, where it was kind of like a stab in the back in a sense. I'm not seeing the Ten of Swords here. Let me just double check. Ace of Swords, that's truth and clarity coming out. And the opportunity to really, voice yourself. Yeah, this person really did it for you, meaning they really made you feel bad about yourself. They made you feel like you lost out, like you were not confident around them or something, because this person played almost mind games, I feel, made you very, very angry and frustrated. So you are going to have some kind of a reach out in communication or a visit from this person, or they're going to try to come back into your life in some way and transform the situation, because you do have visit on top of the death card. For others of you, you've already decided that you're not going to let them back in, and you're going to your friends and your family for that emotional support and being around them at that time. This is showing up towards the end of October. So you're closing the end of the month with a completion. But always remember that the death card is like a rebirth. It's not just the ending. It's actually the beginning into something else that's beautiful. And I'll explain why I'm saying that to you for your romance spread. So what I'm seeing here for you, Aries, is if this person was a liar, if this person was untrustworthy, then you really didn't lose anything. And the fact of the matter is, you found out about this. Being emotionally strong and protective over your own heart, that was smart. That was very smart. And you have 2 intuition cards for your oracle cards, and then you have the High Priestess at the bottom of your deck. So that's clearly saying, Aries, that you need to trust your gut at this time. The month of October is a very psychic month for everybody. It's going to be a highly charged, highly intuitive time. And it would behoove you to really pay attention to those gut feelings, okay? So how you're feeling about this person is, you have the Ten of Pentacles. That was a commitment. Again, this is the marriage card for me. If it was not a marriage, then this was a commitment, someone that you were connected to, someone that you had the idea of committing to. You have honeymoon on top of this. I do feel like there's going to be a chance for you, especially towards the end of October, where you're going to have a new opportunity to actually have a honeymoon with someone. This is a brand new energy. Again, the number 10 is a closure of sorts. And then you go to the Ace. The Ace would be more like the honeymoon card. So having fun, going out and enjoying yourself. And you also have past life relationships, so you're letting go of the past because this person was unable to really deliver to you what you needed emotionally. You have the Knight of Cups reversed. This is a love offer that kind of fell through. And again, the past. This is about the past. Yes, you did have a lot of, karmic connection, or you felt like you did with this person. But this person is coming through as being kind of a lesson, like a lesson learned. And honeymoon is all about having fun. And a lot of you are going to be really looking forward to that energy this month, going out and partying, and again, enjoying yourself, especially if you did just recently come out of some kind of a commitment. And for others of you where you're considering staying with your partner, even if there was lies or deception or whatever has happened before, that was kind of like the resurrection feeling that I was getting with the death card, the transformative energy. You may actually give this a second go around with the honeymoon, kind of like revitalizing the situation. But for the majority of you, this is going to be someone completely new. Okay. And we're going to take a look at how this person is feeling about you and then the outcome of the situation. And I pulled a lot of oracle cards for you because we're going to delve even deeper into this. But it is definitely changing on a more positive note. So even though you had to walk away from something or put some things to rest, put some things to a closure, I feel like the biggest takeaway from this, Aries, is this transformation needed to happen in order to lead you to the Wheel of Fortune, or in other words, lead you to something else that's going to be more prosperous and happier for you. Some of you really need to close out the past, though. I'm seeing the Judgment being reversed and the Moon being reversed. Your spirit guides are trying to protect you with your own gut intuition and sending you those signs, and that's why you're being so defensive with your heart. It's like, I just heard you're treating your heart like Fort Knox, like you are barricading your heart and you're not going to let anyone just come in and, ransack you. So, especially after what you've been through, you're really standing up for yourself at this time. And that's what's going to bring forth your newfound sense of stability with your Four of Wands, something that you can really rely on, and not this flimsy kind of liar that was in your past position. So thank you so much for listening, Aries, and I love you all so much. I'll talk to you next month. Bye-bye. I'm getting a friend vibe with this for some reason. Some of you are dealing with friends that have feelings for you, but it may not be reciprocal, okay? I feel like someone's going to take you out and show you around and give you that good time. They're going to be matching your fire energy here with